Alright, the time is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. You do not know how long I've been waiting to do this review, and you do not know how long I've been waiting to get a specific item just to do this damn review. But let me tell you, I'm here today to talk to you guys about Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods. But before we do that, I think I need a change of attire. I'm not exactly well dressed for this. Excuse me one moment. I gotta go and change into my special uniform real quick. Just give me a minute. Otherwise, unless you want me to get naked on camera, no one wants that. So, anyways, I'll be right back. That's right. You do not know how damn long I've been waiting just for this shirt to come into the mail. And you know what? I am so damn proud that I have this thing. I'm going to avoid that it smells because I'm wearing this before I wash it. I know a lot of people are going to call me an idiot for doing this, but don't worry. It's my health, it's my safety that I'm caring about. So, screw off. Also, look how cute this is. It also came with, but they're kind of bent. It came with stickers for the first movie, even though I bought this so I could review the second movie. No one cares. So, anyways, Shazam back in 2019 was one of my favorite films of 2019, and I know I didn't do a video of it on the channel. I really, really wanted to back at the time, but I didn't for some fucking reason. When I first began the channel, I think I was in the process of moving, so I couldn't really do it at the time because I was like moving here instead of the other place where I was on before I did this channel, so I think that was why. But Shazam was one of my favorite movies. I really wanted to talk about it and do a video on it, and that's why I did a video on it during Lazy Cinema. You guys can still go back and see that video. Video quality is not as good as these ones, in my opinion, but I've seen worse. But so, in 2023, I was very happy when Shazam Fury of the Gods was announced. I was very excited for it. And despite all the backlash and some of the things that it got with, like, this is what we call the worst film ever in history kind of thing. Do I feel the same way? Does this measure up to one of my favorite movies about one of the underdog superheroes of the world? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lazy Universe, and welcome to a Lazy Universe movie review. And today I'm going to be talking about and reviewing Greetings, kids and nerds, I'm White Universe, and I'm White and Nerdy, and welcome to my movie review of Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods. I have wanted to talk about this movie. I love grabbing paper there. I wanted to talk about this movie for a really long time, give my thoughts and honest opinions on this, and I decided I was going to put money into the bank, which I did, and basically an allowance that I get in a sense, and I basically have ordered this, and then it was supposed to come from the 8th to the 14th. Then there was like a mailing mistake or whatever, and then it got canceled, and it finally came at the day I'm pre-recording this, which is June 16th. Ugh. And then I can't, and then I had to have a video just go up to do, and the reason why the video next week is going up late is because I have a graduation, my little sister's graduation that I'm going to, which you guys have probably seen me post pictures on Twitter with the link in the description down below if you want to see those. But, yeah, Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods. What do I think about it? Well, I will tell you this firsthand, it did not even measure up to the magic of the first film has, but it has its own little unique charm that is going for it. I will tell you right offhand, I love the way that the movie opens up, with the staff from the original movie coming back into play for the Daughters of Atlas that are the main enemies of this film, and I really do like that. It was also great to see Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu team up for a movie together. This was pretty awesome to see two acting legends actually come hand in hand together, which was really damn awesome. And also, since Shazam, or Captain Marvel, is a superhero that really delves into the reality of mythology and mythological beings and whatnot, this was actually pretty damn cool, even though to see. And I really did like how the film opens up with us getting to know our villains and everything. But there's a problem with the villains, and that will come up in just a little bit later. But we have to discuss another problem that is happening with Shazam, played by Zachary Levi, and also Ashwin Phoenix, I think his last name is. And wow, this film. really screwed up or fucked up in doing Captain Marvel well in this regard. I mean, keep in mind that from the first movie, he's a hero and he has renowned himself as a hero. He done a pretty good job of being like this idiot and kind of like egotistical kid misusing his powers before he finally realized what he should be using his powers for. And then it's kind of like screwed the pooch afterwards in my regards. Don't get me wrong, the scene with him with the pediatrician acting like that he's a therapist was a great scene, but it just doesn't really play out as well when you stop and think about how great the character of Shazam has been, especially in the first movie. This movie also misses one of the biggest key points of Shazam, the family. The family is not as present as they are in the first movie, which kind of sucks because I like the family. It kind of feels like everybody's being left out, especially when you're trying to root for the family that they had been created in the first movie in such a loving, kind family. That is one of the biggest things that Shazam had going for it was the family aspect, and the family had been swept under the rug and kind of forgotten because there are so many points in this movie where I honestly forget the family is supposed to be in this movie. I'm sitting there in the back going, this is a pretty good film. And then when the family reappeared, I'm like, right, Shazam has a family that we should all know and respect and everything. But it really does make you kind of forget that the family is in this because this film mostly either focuses on Captain Marvel or Shazam and Captain Marvel Jr. They do not focus on any other characters really at all, which kind of sucks. Which I know it's kind of like we want to have the person have a spotlight. Captain Marvel Jr. is a great character to have the spotlight or share the spotlight, but but I still think that the film really should have been about the entire family. This should not just be a one-person show, in my regards, and it really kind of feels left dumb that, in my offense, that this really should have not have been about this. But then the film changes tone and honestly becomes a little bit better, if you can believe that, which is kind of confusing because this film often, in my regard, switches tones a lot more. I do have to say, I really do love the bridge scene, which had the family showing off what they do best, which is saving the world, which it still holds up as a great scene. The problem is, after such a great scene like this, seeing the Shazam family all together and whatnot, you don't get to see them ever again very much and present throughout the rest of the film. Even in the scene after the bridge where they're sitting around together, they don't even feel like a family. They feel so disconnected and it just feels bad. There is a love interest that's been introduced to Freddy named Anne, who we'll get back to in just a bit, but I really do like her character, but it's also sad that she's not very present in the movie. And in case people think that the wizard's dead, no, the wizard is actually alive and he's trying to basically save the day and also regrets shooting Billy Bastion. This becomes another gripe with me in the film as well because the wizard shows Billy to become Captain Marvel or Shazam, and it just really sucks that eventually in this film he goes, Billy, I have made a mistake shooting you, and the film just doesn't stop making fun of Billy Bastion being an idiot. Billy Bastion is not fucking Booster Gold from Batman the Brave and the Bold. He is a very likable, very charming character. He has his own family. He's a brother. He's a big brother. He's a little brother. It makes so little sense that the film would keep reminding us Billy Batson is an idiot. When I have to clarify to people, as a fan of Captain Marvel or Shazam, he's not that big of an idiot. It feels like the writers watched my review of the Marvel Captain Marvel when this one was better, and they just decided, yeah, that film, we're gonna make exactly into this film. And that kind of pisses me off. But what's even weirder is that this film honestly does become better. This film becomes so much better. When the villains are on the school rooftop with Freddy and also Billy after he got smacked into a building, yeah, this movie honestly does pick up in tone and gets a lot better. To the point it had some of the Shazam family members losing their powers, which honestly felt something that was needed, but I really wish it also happened to Billy so he could learn a lesson about misusing his powers again. I also feel like I should mention that there is a small cameo from the original Captain Marvel from the 70s that was in the crowd. It was very awesome to see him yet again. The best moment in this movie was originally going to go to Freddy, but I gotta say that when Captain Marvel trapped himself in with Anon the Dragon just to fight him, I gotta tell you, it was really worth watching. And also Billy's sacrifice, where he almost died in this movie, yeah, it was a great and worthy sacrifice to have happen for this heroic character, especially after he made that sacrifice. But this movie's not anything without YouTube and other places spoiling it for you. Yes, Gal Gadot is in this movie, and yes, Gal Gadot resurrects Billy Bastion, and she's only in the film for a few minutes. But before I end this review and also give it my final pop rating, I do have to comment on something that is very, very apparent with this film, and that is the Daughters of Atlas that they have chosen to be in these roles. And I gotta hand it to you that while these are very good villains, unfortunately, only Lucy Liu becomes the villain in this. And don't get me wrong, I love Lucy Liu with all my heart. I do. She's a terrific actress, and especially in the role of the main villain, she does handle the role quite well. It's just that this is supposed to be the Daughters of Atlas. So all three of them should have been villains. And I can understand like Anne basically changing because of Freddy's kindness towards her and whatnot. Or maybe there was a spark that just lit up between the two of them. I have no idea. But it just kind of feels like there should have been more that should have been impacted in with this film, and unfortunately, it's not there. What was supposed to be the impact, because the villains of this movie just do feel very, very, very fucking stupid for the most part. Nothing bad against the actresses that were doing this role, but it just feels so left out that there really could have been more for all three of them. But unfortunately, the only one that got chosen was Lucy Liu out of everyone. Aside from Lucy Liu, who does a very amazing job, I really do feel like that all the villains of this movie were just basically left out and not there or as present as Lucy Liu. I admit the scene where the villain kind of reformed except for Lucy Liu was pretty powerful and it did work for the effect that it was trying to go in, but it just felt so unnecessary and unneeded in a film like this. And in case you're wondering, I have nothing bad to say about the special effects and some of the fight scenes because they really do work in all of its regards. It's kind of sad that the movie had such intense scenes that end up coming in and happening, which I would believe that saved this movie from being bad. I mean, it's not great, but it is not goddamn awful either because I have seen way worse superhero movies than this. And I know that a lot of people are probably coming in here and having me say, like, this is the best film I've seen. What the problem is that I really want to say that I really do, especially with that ending of Billy Bastion or Shazam basically saving, risking his own life to save his family. That made the film well worth it, in my opinion. And I at first was gonna give this my rating of a Nightcrawler because of how much that the plot kind of moved around so much. But then with the scene where Billy Batson was fighting the dragon and that he ends up risking his own life to save his family, and that terrific death scene, which I felt the movie really didn't need to bring him back in a sense. If this was going to be his final send off, it would have been way worth it. But I understand WD and DC need that ka-ching, need that cash money, baby. So I can understand keep having Zachary Levi coming back, and in fact, I love Zachary Levi as Shazam, but in this movie, he felt like such a dumbass and an idiot except for later on that I kind of had a hard time really liking his character like I did in the first film up until that terrific ending, which is why I'd have to give Shazam Fury of the Gods or Shazam 2 a rating, turn around there, of an Aquaman because it did raise above my expectations, especially later on in the film, and it really was worthwhile in saving. And something, it was just a good film, especially much towards later on. Unfortunately, it just got better way too late, in my opinion. But if it had the same story that continued from basically the halfway point until the ending, it really would have been like one of my favorite films of this year. But unfortunately, it kind of is, but it isn't at the same time, so that's why it's going with an Aquaman rating. Never in all my years would I ever thought I'd hear myself say that a superhero movie was stupid. Wow, I feel like I should wash my mouth out. for saying that. But then again, the smell that's lifting off the shirt is not helping and it's kind of making me nauseous. So I'm going to go and do laundry and get this thing washed ASAP. I know I should have washed it before doing this review. There's going to be a lot of people telling me, you should have washed it before you did this review. You're exactly right, but I'm an idiot. And it's my own health choices. So, I'm messing up my own health. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. In case if you want to follow me at my own Rock of Eternity, you can do so with Twitter in the link in the description down below. If you like to stick around for forever to the Rock of Eternity, be sure to subscribe. Also hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time I do an upload and review. And let me know if you saw Shazam! Fury of the God. What do you think about it? Do you think it's one of the worst films that you've seen? Do you think that it's one of the best films that you've seen? Or do you agree with my criticism that it's not great, it's not god awful, but it really could have been saved a lot more with great moments that ended up happening towards, I would say, the middle of the film? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, one last thing before I end this video off is that I hated how they had to have the pet of that this family is a foster family, so Billy is not comfortable calling his mother mom yet, or his foster mom yet. It's like, you don't need to point that out, because I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that he is a foster kid. And if parents were taking their kids to see this without showing them the original from 2019, that is their own damn fault. That is not anybody else's damn fault. I have nothing against the actors in this film. They did a great job and put on a great performance, but the writing could have been a hell of a lot better. So, with that being said, I'm Wade Universe. I've been waiting nerdy. Keep geeking on. Again, join me at Twitter in the link in the description down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. So keep geeking on, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you next time.